Hey guys, what's happening? This is Divyansh and a very warm welcome to all of you to the United Talk. Manchester United has defeated Norwich City by 2-1 in the extra time in the FA Cup. And after that win against Sheffield, that dominating performance against Sheffield, we all thought, yes, this is finally going to be a Manchester United team. Because if you look at that team, Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes in midfield with Matic holding that defense, that attack of Rashford, Martial, Greenwood. It's crazy, it's amazing. Finally, we look like a force, we look like a team that can go on and defeat any team that it plays. The problem is not that though. The problem is the bench, the squad. And Manchester United have a huge squad. They have a big squad. The problem is that squad is kind of useless because apart from the first team and a couple of players, there's nobody as good as anyone else in the team. Because if you look at Jesse Lingard, Mata, Andres Pereira, Diego Dalot, these people are not good. These people are not good enough to play for Manchester United. And I know I have not mentioned Diego Dalot previously, but of course Mata is not in his prime anymore. He is aging. I don't know why he's with United anymore. I think he is because of his experience, because he's a good guy to be around. The problem is Jesse Lingard. He's gonna be 28 in December. He's supposed to be in the prime of his career. What the hell is this guy doing? Why is he still playing for Manchester United? And I'm not blaming Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for the team that he put out against Norwich. I'm not, because you need to rest players. You need to do rotation. You need to rotate players because the fixture list is very congested. It is what it is. The problem is you cannot bank on players like Juan Mata, Andres Pereira. And Pereira didn't even play this match. But if Pereira would have played this match with Lingard or instead of Lingard, we would have said the same thing about Pereira. The only thing is Pereira is still 24, if I'm not wrong. So he still has something that he might be able to give to United in the near future, but I highly doubt it. So players like Lingard, players like Mata, I don't know what they are doing in the team. And my problem is not with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer picking these guys for this match, because of course our focus should be and correctly is on the Premier League. We need to get that top 4. And by the way, I'll come back to this later, how difficult it's going to be to get that top 4. But the problem is, why can't you play with people like Angel Gomez and Tahith Chong in this game? Because I'm 100% sure Angel Gomez cannot do much worse than what Mata did or what Lingard did. Do you think a 20-year-old can play much worse than what Lingard played? No, it's not possible, because he played the worst game of his career. And we say that every time that he puts his feet on the field. Every time he's on the field, and we say the same thing about Jesse Lingard. Diego Dalot for me was shocking. I don't know whether it's rust, and yeah, you can give them some slack, you can cut some slack, and you can say that, yeah, out of these 11 players who played, apart from McTominay, Shaw, Maguire and Bruno Fernandes, all of them were playing for the first time. So yes, they were rusty, but with the rust, that doesn't mean that you'll play like schoolboys. Because Jesse Lingard, somebody told me that he's like a bee. He flows around everywhere, he's everywhere, runs everywhere, but he's very annoying. He's a nonsense player. And that's true. And that's my problem with this. The reason why we needed extra time to beat Norwich City, the team who was in the bottom of the league, is not because of Paul Pogba. It's not because of Bruno Fernandes. Not because of the fact that we had all our strikers on the pitch in Rashford, Martial, Ighalo, Greenwood, Pogba, Bruno Fernandes. We had everyone on the pitch, but yet they were not the problem. The problem is the first 45 minutes in which Juan Mata played, Jesse Lingard played, they didn't do anything. And to be honest with you, while watching the match, I was actually fuming, because I thought Bruno Fernandes actually had the worst game in the United shirt. And he's not played too many. So, he's just played, 10 games, 11 games, whatever it is, but he's not played too many games. But he had the worst game in a United shirt, Bruno Fernandes. But now, when I've got the time to actually think about it, relax and think about it calmly, I've realized that what can Bruno Fernandes do apart from yelling at Jesse Lingard to take those runs, to make those runs? What can he do? Ighalo, throughout the first half, he did not have a single chance that he missed. How can you point a finger at Ighalo and say that, oh, he missed that chance, oh, he did not take that chance? There was nothing like that for Ighalo to do. He just kept running around. There was no service because Diego Dalot was poor on the right-hand side. Juan Mata and Jesse Lingard were poor in behind Ighalo. So, and you know what, the shocking thing is, Fred and Mctominay, Fred might be rusty, but McTominay was poor. And some people might say, yeah, Fred played a good game or an average game. I thought Fred was really, really poor, because This game reminded me of the times when Manchester United were playing football games in the period between September and December, when there was no Pogba, no Bruno, and regularly we were passing sideways. We were not able to defeat teams like Norwich, teams like Bournemouth, teams like Crystal Palace, because they used to sit, defend, and hit us on the counter attack. We had no creativity, and that was evident last night. You look at the two goals that United scored. The first goal, Luke Shaw crossed. And it's a testament to how poor Norwich City is that they could not deal with the cross when Juan Mata is fighting with you for the cross in the D, and you can't fight with Juan Mata. So yes, they are a poor side. There's a reason why they are 20th in the Premier League, but it was a lucky ball for Dalot to turn in. It was a good finish. It was not a tap in. I heard people say that it was a tap in and he should have scored anyway. I don't think it was a tap in. I think it was still a skill required. It was like a poacher's goal. Yes, it was a good finish. It wasn't very difficult. It was a good finish nonetheless. But you look at the second goal and we just kept knocking the ball around outside the box. We didn't give up. And then Maguire got a chance and scored. There's no creativity in both the goals involved. And then the Norwich City goal. I mean, if you look at the way Cantwell, whatever the name is, Todd Cantwell, scored that goal, who do you blame? I don't think you can blame Sergio Romero. He's also rusty. And it was not that easy a save to make like David De Gea's against Tottenham. I personally feel that it was a very good strike, first of all. And secondly, I think Fred was outside position. Fred was not in his position because it was his man to defend. But anyways, you can put all the blame on Fred and Romero and things are not going to change because it's not these guys' fault. It's not Fred's fault. It's not up to Fred to have some creativity in the team. If Fred and McTominay play together, one of them has to be a number 8. One of them is sitting and defending, then the other one has to be a number 8, has to actually support in attack as well as in defense. One of them has to be box to box. Yesterday, it looked like Fred was sitting just above the top 4, while McTominay should have made those runs into the box, but he was not making that, especially in the first half. So overall, I think it's a problem, and I'm glad that United won this match because if you talk about positivity, guys, this match under Louis van Gaal, under David Moyes, under Jose Mourinho, we would have lost this game. This game would have gone on penalties and we would have lost this game on penalties. But we won this game. And that's a very big positive. That's number 1. Number 2, minutes in players' legs. I mean, Paul Pogba played for 40-45 minutes. Rashford played for 40-45 minutes. So, I mean, yeah, Harry Maguire played for 120 minutes. So did Luke Shaw. And even Bruno Fernandes. But if you look at Bruno Fernandes, and even in the extra time, he was just running to defend the ball in our own box. So it's passion, it's hard work, it's commitment. And the problem is not that. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs to see this match and realize that, yes, I need backup. I need to spend money. United board need to spend money in the summer, in the transfer window. Because if Bruno Fernandes has a bad game, who else is there to replace him in the number 10 position? Who takes up the responsibility to have some creativity going in the team? There's no one else. Paul Pogba is not a number 10. He can play as a number 10, but we know that he's actually better now playing as a deep lying playmaker. So if Paul Pogba is injured, who plays in his position? McTominay and Fred. They aren't good enough for creativity. If Bruno Fernandes is injured or suspended or not playing, if you want to rest Bruno Fernandes, who comes in that team and says, yes, I'm going to be creative? I thought it could have been Angel Gomez, but I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has missed that trick. He has not given Angel Gomez too many chances this season. He's missed that trick. But now, the importance of buying a creative playmaker, a midfielder, whether it's Jack Grealish, Donny van de Beek, it's very, very important. The importance of buying a right winger, it's very important. United do need to spend money in this summer, and that's evident after this performance. Look, it's 14 games unbeaten. Look, we've won 9 out of these 14 games. We've conceded 4 goals in 14 games. It's superb. If my stats are not wrong, these stats are superb. But we need to continue the momentum. The momentum is still with us. There's confidence. Harry Maguire as a captain. It's a captain's goal by Harry Maguire. So it's going to give him a lot of confidence as well. And we need to win that game against Brighton because I was talking about the Premier League challenge to top 4 challenge before. It's going to be difficult now because Chelsea arguably has played their hardest game of the season against Man City. And they have defeated them. What that means basically is that we are still 5 points behind Chelsea if we win against Brighton. The problem is, Chelsea, while they do play Liverpool in the second last game of the season, Liverpool have already won the title. bald fraud couldn't save Liverpool from winning the title anyway. It's gonna happen. But if you look at Liverpool and Chelsea game, the second last game of the season for Chelsea and Liverpool have already won the title. What kind of team will they be putting on? Will they be putting on the field? What will be their performance? You never know. So Chelsea's run-in is going to be easy now, and they're 5 points ahead of us. Wolves are actually 3 points ahead of us now. They have played equal number. They have played one more game extra. So if we do win our game against Brighton, we will again overtake Wolves. But they have a good run-in as well. So Wolves are a serious threat for Manchester United. So are Chelsea. We need Leicester to drop points. And you know what? If we are not careful, if Manchester United is not careful, we might not even finish 5th. We might just finish 6th, because Wolves right now don't look like they're going to drop any points from the upcoming games. So if Wolves keep winning all their games, Chelsea keep winning all their games, Leicester, even if they drop points, they're 6 points ahead of us. So it's very important for us to go out and win all our remaining games. Positive thing is, it's another win in our bag. It's another victory. It's confidence booster. We can do it. Minutes in players' legs. We need to play better against Brighton. We need to spend money in the summer. Let me know what you think about the game, guys. Who was your man of the match? Because I thought, for me, Harry Maguire, that goal-saving tackle in the first half, that goal that won us the game, he's my man of the match. But if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. If you really like the video, please hit that like button below this video, below the screen. Brighton, I'm very confident about the game. I think we should go on and win it. I think we should start with Shaw, Maguire, Bruno Fernandes, although they have played almost all the minutes, or of course all the minutes in the first 3 games. But still, even if you need to substitute them after 60 minutes, to do so after getting 2-0 up. But play them, because they are your best players in those positions. I'll be okay if Brendan Williams starts, but we're going to talk about that game in a later video. But let me know what you think about the game, guys. And till the next time, take care.